Manchester United release Ralf Rangnick from his role as consultant in order for him to pursue his job of coaching the Austrian national team. In my opinion, this is really, really embarrassing. As a Manchester United fan, this is... it makes me really, really angry. Like, he wasn't brought in to be a manager. He was brought in because the club wrote the season off halfway through the season, and the exciting part of this was that he would be a consultant after this and, you know, have an influence on transfers, decisions at the club that would influence the structure and how it's run, which needed to be fixed. And I don't want to hear that he's going to be too busy with Austria, because that is total load of crap. I mean, it's going to take a minimum amount of time in his daily schedule. It's a seasonal job. When the World Cup comes around, that's when you do your job. You have the international friendlies and so on. And I can probably guarantee you he will spend more time brushing his teeth every morning in a year than he will managing Austria. And coming from the club, Manchester United, saying that this is because of his demands of his new Austrian job, what a load of crap. And so now we have gone from the positive bounce of the manager to possibly a fantastic transfer window that would heavily involve Ralf Rangnick. No more. It's disgraceful, and it's like being on a roller coaster, and every time you're on the up, you feel fantastic, you feel on top of the world, and then as soon as you drop back down, you just want to throw up. It's absolutely horrible. It just doesn't make much sense to me that you bring someone in for this role specifically. The majority of the fan base really like Rangnick due to his honesty. That's something that's a positive. From Manchester United's point of view, you put someone in charge who is a consultant, not a manager, after you sack a terrible manager in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on November 21st. In doing this, you write off the season essentially. You don't get in players that you wanted in January, which could have actually got us top four and made us have some sort of a pull this transfer window. Surprise, surprise, someone who is not a manager doesn't succeed as manager until the end of the season, thanks to some very toxic players in the dressing room and an absolute mess, the lack of support from the board, and the fact he is not a specialist manager that has the ability to be a top level manager in the Premier League. And instead of calling this what it is, which is a sacking, they called it a mutual agreement. And instead of keeping him on as a consultant, which is his specialist position in a club, as he is a fantastic rebuilder of clubs. We saw it with RB Leipzig, Lokomotiv Moscow were in the middle of it, and obviously Schalke as well. It just makes me very angry, because since Erik ten Hag has been appointed, there's been a lot of positive news. You know, people have been released, sacked, whatever. Head scouts, head negotiators, whatever. A lot of people have been let go, which is fantastic. And you think, yes, we're going in the right direction. The structure of this club might actually be improving. But no, they just do this, and it winds me up beyond belief. And I really, really hope that Erik ten Hag can do a miracle here, because we bloody need it. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. My first long form video on the channel. Make sure you subscribe if you want to hear about the latest transfer news. Should have a lot of that coming up this week, as well as news on other subjects around football from across the world, not just UK or Europe, across the world. If you did enjoy, leave a like, and of course leave a comment down below what you think of this action by Manchester United.